Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Dragon's Breath. What we've got here is probably one of the larger pieces that I've done aside from some shelves. And this is a pretty good sized piece. I mean, it measures 32 inches by 24 inches. So it's a good sized piece. And kind of got an idea what I'm going to do with it. Just kind of do a bit of a spectrum, probably starting out with some yellow in the middle, possibly a little orange, and then spreading it on all the way out through the spectrum, all the way out to the blues and ultraviolets on the edges. So anyway, welcome. Gonna get my glass of wine here. It's the afternoon now. Grab a glass of wine, enjoy a little painting, a little added color to some Lichtenberg art. And let's get going on this. Alright, this is going to be the last video live stream of the day. Since this is such a large piece, I'm going to add a little bit of moisture to it, because otherwise it's going to want to dry out really quick. But this is a good sized piece. Again, I'm going to start out in the middle here with some yellow. Just get a nice good sun going in there, nice warm feeling. We're just going to blend all this out into the other colors of the spectrum, moving from yellow into a green, into a blue, into an ultraviolet. There we go. I would start with my lightest color first because you can color over it, but you can always make it darker, but you can never go lighter. Just kind of fade all in. Nice. I think I might even make that just a little bit bigger even. Now the other pieces that I've done in the live stream earlier, they are now well into their sealing process and are curing. Looking very good, I think. Alright. I'm going to start moving into some green here in a moment. I want to let that, I want to get that part dried up. The yellow will always look darker than what it really is. These two different yellows here, I can really see the difference in the two. Two different types of dyes, actually. one that I like better than the other. There, you can really see how the water really makes it darker. Now it's lighter again. Alright, I'm going to add just a little bit more of this other dye that I like. Right. Good. Right. Let's move into that green now. I don't have much space on my table with this piece being so big. I don't know if you've watched any of my other live streams or anything, but if you've got questions, now is the time to ask. Because like I've said, I generally do not respond very well to questions after the video has posted and the live stream is finished. So now is the time to ask your questions. What I'm trying to do now is just get that nice blending going on from the yellow into the green. There we go, it's looking good. mix up some more green, tearing through it. So I've done 2 other live streams already this morning, and during both of those live streams, viewers were able to name the piece that I was working on. And I thought that was pretty cool. It was a nice way to interact with you guys. So as we progress and this thing begins to take on a personality, if you have a particular name that you say, hey man, you know what, I like this name, shout it out and let me know. I've kind of got a name in mind for this if it comes out to the way I'm expecting it to. But you know, I think it's always fun for you guys to have an input. Gives you guys an opportunity to be creative as well. And that's what this is about. This is what I'm doing. We're about being creative. I'm not teaching an art class. I'm not teaching you how to do what I do. We're just having a chance to be creative with each other. I am going to recharge my green. It is getting a little thin. A little water. Oh, I'm out of water. Mixed up green. Might be a little light. It's a little light. That's all right. So we're going to move from the greens into the blues. It's all right. I'm gonna dry this up here in just a second with the heat gun, so I can kind of get a feel for where I stand on color. So let's just add some heat. Wine break. Yeah, now we can kind of see the green really popping out here as it dries. I can see where I need to add more. If you're just joining us, welcome. We're all friends and family here. Yeah, now we can really see that green popping out. See what a difference it makes between being wet and dry. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, let's see where I need to add a little more green. Moving into our blues. I've got several different shades of blue that I'm going to be working with. Turquoise is a nice bold blue. Sure what this music is that we're listening to. It sounds sinister. Fade that in and get it blended so we don't have a clear defining line between colors. So we want to blend together and fade into one another. Blues really do very well with the grain of the wood. It really makes the grain pop out. I don't know if that the camera captures that or not, but it really makes the grain pop out. Alright, I think we are about ready for another shot of heat gun. So we can see our true colors here. popping out. Nice. One thing that's cool that you don't get to see on the video when I'm doing it is the color gets down in these burns, these fractal burns, which are quite deep. And they dry, or the color dries, and it looks dark / black or whatever. But when I add the water-based sealant on it, that sealant, the poly, actually absorbs that color, so that the color then becomes part of the fractal burns. So you don't see that in this phase of it, but you do see it in the finished product. It really adds a pretty cool effect. Yeah, you can see the colors popping out now, the distinction between the the blue and the green. Can't really tell that when it's wet. I know, this part is boring. Watching paint dry. But I'm sure you guys can see how the color is really beginning to take on what it really is once all the water and the moisture dries up. Good. Alright. Trying to see where I want to go from here. I'm going to add a little bit of orange to the middle. I want to be cautious with that because I don't want to overdo it by adding the orange. So, I got water standing by in case I go a little too dark, which I don't want to do. Again, it's turning dark because it's wet, and that's not the orange that you're seeing. You won't see that orange really until that moisture is dried up. Let's hit it real quick with the heat gun. I don't want to overdo the orange. I just want a slight hint of the orange in the middle. Oh yeah, that's very slight, very subtle. Yeah, we're gonna go a little darker than that. Yeah, we're gonna go a little more than that. A little too subtle. But I'd rather err on the side of caution. Like I said, you can always go darker, but you can never go lighter. So I don't want to add too much. Take it slow and easy. Another little layer there. Let's see how that came out. We're just baby stepping through this color change here. Baby steps. Good. We're doing all right. We're seeing a little bit of what I'm wanting to see there. I'm going to go just a little bit more of that orange. Again, I don't want to go too heavy. Just water I'm adding now, just kind of just to fade and blend that orange into the yellow. Another hit of the heat gun, get a reality check. I think I'm just about where I want to be with that orange. I really don't want to go too much more. Maybe just even it out a little bit more up here. Just a little bit. Just a hair more, a couple drops more orange over here. I was looking for. All right, I think I'm good with the orange. Well, we've got color over the entire thing, obviously. Now it's just a matter of adding color where I feel like I want to see more color. And I think I want to see a little bit more green up in here, up in here. I'll never do that again. So again, I'm gonna throw it out there. If anybody's got like a name that's just like saying, you know what, this piece should be called this, I'm open to it. And like I say, the last 2 live streams that I've done today, the viewers have named the piece, and I think that's just really cool, the way we can really interact with each other. And you guys get to be a part of it as well. This isn't just a me thing. I've got names in mind, but I really like hearing what you guys think. probably from your perspective, you're not going to see a whole lot more changes in this piece. I don't know. I don't know how well the camera picks up everything, but I'm just going to be adding color and just deepening and darkening different colors in different areas where I feel I want to see them. And I know I want to see some more blue around the edges, but I'm just trying to get everything the way I want to see it. Ball of fire. Not a bad suggestion. Ball of fire. Great balls of fire. I like it. Thank you, Kathy. Are you joining us from the UK today? I see your icon. It's really great how we see people from all over the world just come together. "15-year-old, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, welcome all of you. I'm glad you're here. Joining us from the UK all the way here in sunny Florida. Sunny today. It wasn't quite so sunny a week ago today as Hurricane Irma was bearing down on the very location that I'm standing in right now. But it is hot and sunny today out there. Oh, not from the UK. Not from the UK. Okay. That's your background. Okay, that's cool. Both of my daughters have been there. I have never been to the UK. I have traveled all over the entire world, but I've never been to the UK. Military will do that. It'll send you anywhere, all kind of places. Central New York. All right, well, welcome from Central New York. And I'm sure you're a little bit cooler up in Central New York today than we are down here in Florida. You're 90. Well, I guess I'm getting it all wrong today. I guess I'll just hush. 90 degrees, holy cow. Yeah, that's about what we are today. During the storm, we evacuated to Alabama, and the weather was just gorgeous. I mean, highs in the lower 70s, down into the lower 60s, upper 50s at night. That was beautiful. So being from Florida, it's just nice to be able to enjoy some cool temperatures from time to time. Thank you very much, Kathy. So I sincerely appreciate it. You have no idea how much that warms my heart, because not only when you create something and this is an extension of you. So this is an extension of me. So when you tell me you love my work, I take it personally. So thank you very much. That means a lot to me. As I said, it's going to be a little slow here now. There's not a whole lot going on here with this now. Just a matter of me adding color and darkening areas that I feel like I need to add color. So the rest of this, probably not a whole lot going on here. But hey, I'll keep streaming if you keep watching. So. I'm hopefully going to get at least one coat of sealant on this piece today and get it ready for a show next weekend. Do I sell or give them away? Well, mostly I sell them. I do give pieces away to family members, but we do local art shows here in the Bay Area. My dream, as of now, and it's not come to fruition yet, is to travel the country. You know, I'm kind of a minimalist. I don't need a whole lot of stuff to keep me happy. So, I mean, I'd love to just jump in an RV and cruise the country, do art, just travel everywhere. So, but yeah, right now we sell things here in the Tampa Bay area at different art shows and different venues and stuff, and have been surprisingly successful at it. And being that I have been doing this form of art for only about a year now, maybe just a little bit, yeah, right around a year, I'm really blown away. The pieces vary what I asked for them. A piece like this, again, this is 32 inches by 24 inches. A piece like this, fully colored, fully sealed, signed on the back, and ready to hang on your wall, is going to go for roughly $300. And that's easy. And I get people that tell me, it's like, that's it? And I'm like, yeah, that's it. So I could probably ask more. And, you know, and that's the thing with artists. You know, once you start getting known in your community, you can start asking for more because you become desirable. The last art show I went to, I met several people who were like, the only reason that we're here at this art show is to see you guys. And so we got people showing up to entire art shows just to see our work. I'm like, that, again, just blows me away. So, yeah, well, we started off pretty inexpensive, you know. This is the largest piece that I have done. Other than, like I said before, I've done some shelves. Actually, the shelves that I set up at the art shows that I do, they're 8-foot long shelves by 12 inches, and there's 4 of them in my shelf rack, and they are fully burned this way. So those are the largest pieces that I've done, but I really don't, those are just more functional pieces for me to display the work on. But this is the largest wall hanging piece that I have done to date. You'd love to see the shelves? Is that what you're saying? Because I think I've got some pictures on our Facebook site. I'm not positive. But be sure to go to our Facebook site and like us on Facebook if you have Facebook, and you can see all of our work and keep up with us, everything. Message me, and I'm really good about responding back to messages. So yeah, the shelves. Okay. Yeah, I've got some pictures on there somewhere, I believe. I'll have to, but take a look. If go on our Facebook. If you can't find them, let me know. I'll send you some pictures. I'll message me, and we'll get you some pictures of them. So I mean, and that's when it's also a marketing tool for these shelves, because people come, they're like, well, how big of a piece can you do? And it's like, the sky's the limit. I can do entire bars. I can do, tables. I mean, I can do just about anything as long as it's wood and it burns. I can do it. So sky's the limit. Certain woods burn differently than others, so I'm cautious. I want to be careful when I try a new wood. I certainly don't want to damage somebody's good wood. Oh, cool! Yeah, I actually have made 2 end tables, and if you look at some of my other videos on YouTube, like some of the very first videos that I did when I very first started doing this, is there's one out there. It's a wooden crate, and I burned that thing when I very first started, and I cringe when I watch it anymore because I'm using 0 safety precautions, and I could have killed myself. So. But anyway, I burned those crates, and then I stained them a gunstock stain, put glass tops on them, and I have them in my living room right now as end tables. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. But yeah, as like I said, I'll share just about any information I have on what I'm doing in the live videos. So now is the time to ask your questions. When it comes to after they've posted, you're not going to see me answering questions. So be sure that you have liked and subscribed to the videos. That way you'll know, or my channel, because that way you'll know when I'm live again, and you can ask your question. Because just largely I don't respond to questions as far as when they're comments. So I had one guy the other day ask me like 14 questions in a comment, and I'm like, dude, you know, watch the videos, and if you have questions, I'd rather speak to you and demonstrate at the same time. But when it comes to the burning, which I've got some out there, when I'm actually burning this stuff, I do not give much information on the burning process. That is extremely dangerous, extremely deadly, and I'm not gonna provide any information on that. I'm sorry. People have told me, like, well, I'm a professional, I work in high voltage, and I know all this. I'm sorry, I don't know that. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me, but I'm not gonna do it. I just can't have it on my conscience that somebody electrocuted themselves. The colors I'm using specifically, I've got some of them are Keta dyes. The others are a custom mix dye, that dyes that we have made ourselves. Everything again is custom mixed. They're all water based except for the blues, which the blues need an alcohol base to be able to absorb the color, the pigment. Well, I'm beginning to feel a wrap up coming on real quick. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Go just a little bit more green towards the middle. Pull that green in just a little bit more. So maybe I am going to get rid of most of that yellow. It's alright. Thank you. You're too kind. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is going to be my last piece live streaming for the day. I'm gonna, like I say, as soon as this gets dry, I am gonna get it out for sealing. I got the paint booth all set up and ready to go, and it's just waiting on this piece. Heat gun, let's get a feel for what colors we've got here. Sky Drain, that was a cool one. Yeah, that was named by a viewer. You know, I was kind of thinking Eye of the Storm, with being it was done right smack in the middle of it, before and after Irma. But after I got done looking, I was like, wait a minute, it's rotating clockwise and hurricanes rotate counterclockwise. So it can't be a storm. But yes, Sky Drain it is. I may do a little bit more touch up after all the colors dry and everything, but as far as I'm concerned now, I'm gonna say this is done. I got to do the edges yet, which I always do the edges. And after I'm all done with each piece, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I always sign the back. I burn the back with a blowtorch, so it looks very professional when I'm done. And this one's going to receive a probably a good 5 coats of full gloss water-based sealant. So it's going to look really nice. Bale of the fire be perfect for this. Bale of fire. Is that what I'm reading? I want to bale of fire. Sorry, I'm reading upside down. So, are you saying for a name? Ball of fire. Sorry, I've got a reading upside down. Ball of fire. I like it. I can say ball of fire. You like ball of fire? Yeah. Sorry. Yes, it is ball of fire. Like I said, I'm reading upside down. It's like what? So okay, ball of fire. Ball of fire it is, thanks to Kathy. So you have named a piece, Kathy. This one is in your honor. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank everybody for joining us and watching this. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to us if you haven't subscribed. Tell your friends, hey man, I just spent an afternoon having some wine with this guy who did some really cool art. And we'll all get together and you know, we'll do this again. I try to do this on a regular basis. I haven't got a schedule for when I'm doing them yet. Hopefully I'm going to get to that point. But between work and recovering from Irma and all the other garbage that I've been doing, so I haven't been able to set up a schedule. But hopefully we'll be able to get there soon. Again, thank you so much for joining us. I present to you Ball of Fire, named by Kathy. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next time. And check out our Facebook page. Yeah, check out our Facebook page, Kathy. And message me if you have any questions. And I'll get you pictures of the shelves that we were talking about. All right, you guys have a great day. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of the Dragon's Breath family.